In the 2002 FA Cup final, Arsenal faced Chelsea. Arsène Wenger's Gunners were still smarting from the previous season's final heartache, when two late Michael Owen goals condemned them to runners-up. A win here, and another against Manchester United at Old Trafford in their next league outing, would see Arsenal wrap up an historic league and cup double. Ranieri's Chelsea were hoping to cause more heartache and condemn Arsenal to back-to-back final defeats, as they aim to make it 2 FA Cup triumphs in 3 seasons. Having beaten Liverpool, the holders, in the 4th round, Arsenal had their fair share of luck along the way. An own goal by Gianluca Festa in the semi-finals had sent them to this year's showpiece. After a tentative 0-0 start away at Norwich, Chelsea's journey to the final saw them put in a number of imposing displays, with the Blues' goals tally in this season's FA Cup an impressive 16.
A very good afternoon, everyone, as the Cockney Cup final comes to Cardiff. For the first time since 1982, the FA Cup final is rocking to an all-London beat, as the Millennium Stadium, this magnificent 73,000-seater arena in the heart of the city, invites 2 of the competition's most successful teams of the modern era onto its pristine centre stage. Today's referee, Mike Riley, incidentally, his assistants, Greg Turner and Ralph Bowen. As we take a check on the teams, starting with Arsenal. No Robert Pires, of course, or Giovanni van Bronckhorst. But otherwise, Arsène Wenger's had pretty much a full squad to choose from, including Sol Campbell, who's made a rapid recovery from a hamstring pull, and Thierry Henry, who wasn't risked at Bolton on Monday as he's had a minor fitness problem. Only 2 or 3 selection dilemmas really for the manager. He's opted for David Seaman in goal over Richard Wright, and for a defensive pairing of Tony Adams and Campbell at the expense of Martin Keown, right?
Yeah, I've got to say it's a very, very impressive side. I think Sylvain Wiltord playing on the right-hand side is a big bonus for Arsenal. He's another goal threat. But I honestly believe games are won and lost through the centre and the core of the side, and I think Patrick Vieira and Ray Parra is a fantastic pairing through the midfield section of the Arsenal team. Tony Adams and Sol Campbell rock solid through the middle. Dave Seaman, another wonderful performer. But up front, Bergkamp, Thierry Henry. Bergkamp probably the best player in the Premier League at this given time.
Well, the fitness or otherwise of Jimmy Floyd Hasselback has been the main subject of Chelsea debate, of course, all week. He plays. Such a huge relief for Ranieri to have his first-choice marksman available. Indeed, both of them, really, as Eidur Gudjohnsen also been struggling, although not as big a doubt as Hasselback. Graham Lasso's return, another bonus. He's not played since being injured in the semi-final. And Jesper Gronkia, there's a place for him, but no John Terry. A virus has kept him out. He's only on the bench. Arsenal, unbeaten in 24 domestic games, are the clear favourites. But Chelsea, as Mike Riley gets us underway, have so often raised their game against quality opponents. They have such a talented team, certainly in terms of some outstanding individuals, but they have lacked Arsenal's consistency, the staying power they needed to maintain a title challenge. Given away by Lampard to Freddie Ljungberg, who's been in such sparkling form for Arsenal lately. 6 goals in his last 6 games, and his overall contribution quite devastating at times. Here's Gronkia. Left it then for Melchiot. Not on the same wavelength.
No, quite right, Peter. I think these first 20 minutes are going to be vitally important in this game. As you quite rightly stated, Peter, 2 sets of wonderful footballers. It really depends on who can settle down the quickest.
So many fascinating confrontations all over the field. Ljungberg against Melchiot down the Arsenal left. Dennis Bergkamp, another who's been in such an inspirational mood of late. Goal taker and goal maker. The Gunners have simply churned out result after result. They were beaten in Europe. They've not lost a domestic game now since Newcastle won at Highbury in the Premiership back in December. Babayaro. Well read though by Vieira. There's so many attributes. Now it's Ray Parra having a right old tussle with Lampard. Still Parra, but asking too much of even Henry and Wiltord with their scorching pace.
The adrenaline pump in there. He did ever so well there, Ray Parra, to shake off Frank Lampard in the midfield. Then he should have played it nice and simply. Keep the ball, don't give the ball away. It's going to be a hot afternoon and you need possession of the football.
Desai, they say he does pick his matches a bit, Desai. Well, he'll fancy this one.
And if he performs, they've got half a chance, Chelsea,
Oh, yeah.
because he is a world-class performer.
This is Gallas, a French under-21 international. Now Lampard, who's hoping to make it into England's final squad for the World Cup finals. Gronkia. He'll be there, I'm sure, with Denmark. This is Lasso. Decent effort too, and it very nearly spilled away then from Seaman as Hasselback arrived on the scene.
He did very well there, Dave Seaman. The ball just drops about a foot in front of him, and it's a difficult one from the pitch. In actual fact, I went on the pitch before the game, Peter, and it's a bit long, the grass. And he does well there, David. He's got it well under control, just brings it into his body on the second chance. But no, I thought the pitch was a bit long. I'd love to have seen a really short pitch, wet pitch, so we had a really quick game, because these two sides really can pass the ball very well indeed.
How did you get out there then? I'm going to pass for that.
You was very unlucky, my old friend.
Thank you. Seaman preferred to Richard Wright, and there's been much talk about that all week. Richard Wright has played in the earlier games in the FA Cup this season. Don't think there was a promise by Arsene Wenger that he would play today, but certainly Wright had penciled it in.
Yeah, I think when Arsenal made the decision to play Richard in cup games, whether that be Worthington or FA Cup, you naturally expect to play in the final game, but break off.
Lampard, good efforts, well held though by Seaman. Chelsea just threatening now to take the game to Arsenal a little.
Yeah, a couple of long shots coming in there. Frank Lampard picking the ball up, does ever so well, Frank. He's a good runner with the ball, and I think that it's very comfortable for David. Take a lot better than that to beat Mr. Seaman, one would have thought.
Henry, then to Freddie Ljungberg. Now here's Henry able to accelerate. He's got Bergkamp up with him. Cleared away by Marcel Desailly. Terrific defending by him.
What pace though, Peter. It's absolutely frightening, the pace of Henry. With the balls played through and measured through, then this guy, he is electric, but great defending, as you quite rightly stated, by Marcel.
I think Henry felt the defeat maybe more than anyone last season. He had chances, didn't he, to score when Arsenal might have sewn it up against Liverpool. Didn't take them.
Yeah, and I think we can safely say that Arsenal were the better team that day, but when you do have the likes of Michael Owen playing against you, you've got a problem.
Bergkamp timed his run perfectly. Just couldn't find the finish to match.
That's
sat on the shoulder then. Perfectly timed run.
Sorry, Peter, that's Dennis Bergkamp. The perfectly timed run over the back. It's a good ball. He sees Carlo off his line, Carlo Cudicini, tries to dink it over the top, but just puts it wide of the upright, with Carlo beating all hands down there. We'll see it once again. Good effort there from Dennis Bergkamp, but I think Carlo might well have had that covered.
13 goals from Dennis Bergkamp this season. He's nearly trebled his total from the last campaign. He really has found his top form again. Showing fine persistence and two, Eidur Gudjohnsen. Here's Lasso to swing it over, and it was Gudjohnsen on the end of it too, a little off balance.
Yeah, good football, wasn't it? Jimmy Floyd and Eidur Gudjohnsen showing that wonderful understanding that they've shown all season, and Graham Lasso getting down the left side. I'd love to have seen Gronkia just make a bit more ground to get on the back post for it, but a good occasion there for Chelsea.
Rather swung at it without too much conviction, Gudjohnsen, but he had sprinted into the centre then to meet that cross. Here's Campbell. 10 minutes to half-time. Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. No breakthrough as yet in the 121st FA Cup final, the second in Cardiff. Ljungberg. Now it's Petty. Hoping to boss the midfield. Hasselback, he's seen the run then of Gudjohnsen. Good spot too though by Campbell.
Excellent positioning from Sol Campbell there. That was the perfect position for him to play Eidur Gudjohnsen.
Oh, Adams rather ponderous as Petit came sliding in.
The problem Jimmy Floyd made with that pass, he should have gone over the top of Sol and not try to go round him.
Wiltor taking on Babayaro. Ljungberg had come short for him, but to no avail.
He had come short, but his first run, he came short and should have gone long, but then he realised he was up against the pace of Desailly and Gallas, and he tried to check out, but when Wiltor's head went down, there was no way that he could adjust his pass.
Now Melchior. That was Gronkia. Seemed to be caught in two minds though. Here's Tony Adams. Henry slipping it on to Wiltor. Neatly done too. He almost released Henry. Still might. Wiltor. Bergkamp lurking up there too, and in goes Laurent! Suddenly darted into the box at Laurent, and very nearly gave Arsenal the lead.
Suddenly the game's coming alive as well, Peter. That was excellent football. Wiltor doing really, really well. But I spoke earlier about stopping crosses coming in. Mario Melchiot doesn't work hard enough to prevent that ball coming in. It comes in, and Laurent does exceptionally well to get in on the back stick and just nuts it over the top. I think it's Graeme Le Saux that just gets back in the nick of time to put him off. But excellent passage of play there from the Reds of Arsenal.
Just got in ahead of Le Saux then, Laurent.
But at this level, Peter, I can't emphasise enough, you must prevent crosses coming in the box, because if you give them time and space, more often than not, they will pick out a forward run.
Now Campbell. Gudjohnsen leaving the throw for Babayaro. A real sign of Arsenal's intent with that near miss, and Laurent coming so close. Went almost a year without a goal. I remember Laurent before getting one against Fulham a few weeks back. Similar sort of situation when he sneaked in on the blind side. Good scrapping here by Le Saux, but he can't find Hasselbaink.
It was excellent play from Graeme Le Saux. He muscled Sol Campbell out of the game, and Jimmy Floyd pulled to the far post. Now, Graeme was under a lot of pressure to put it to the far post. Jimmy, for me, should have gone near post for a scuffed ball, which was only Graham's only opportunity to put one in.
Here's Gallas. Just skipping away then too from Thierry Henry. Now Desailly. One of the game's most decorated players, Desailly. Bags of experience. Le Saux has plenty too. Now can he find Hasselbaink? Good at inning in, maybe Gronkja. No, the linesman's flagging.
They're difficult decisions to give those, Peter. Brilliant work once again from Graeme Le Saux down the left-hand side as the ball comes in. I think it was Jimmy Floyd and Tony Adams just having a little father there, but I know it's Ashley Cole. I don't really see where that's a foul. I've got to say, you just got two guys going for the ball.
Petit to Le Saux, drifting inside for a moment. But now Bergkamp. Offside.
Once again, Peter, I didn't think it was. I've got to say, I thought the pass and the run was perfectly timed. Great goalkeeping from Carlo Cudicini. There we see it. That's not offside. That's no way that's offside. But Carlo Cudicini is sweeping up very, very well at the back of his defence.
But it is a dangerous game. Chelsea are playing, stepping up, trying to catch them offside with their pace.
Very much so.
Now they can prank with Laurent. Bergkamp square of him here. Look at Parler sprinting forward too, but it's Laurent. Ljungberg's got to the near post. Good block, and a vital one too from Gallas.
Yeah, good break there from Arsenal, but too many Chelsea players going to the ground as the half-time whistle sounds.
Well, a first half that took a while to get going, but certainly came to life towards the end of that first 45 minutes. Chances developing for both teams. Half-time in the FA Cup final in the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. It's Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. So as the England coach, Sven-Göran Eriksson, looks on, it'll be Arsenal to start the second half. Going for their 8th FA Cup win, Chelsea hoping to collect the trophy for the 4th time. Here's Tony Adams, who's picked it up twice in the past. In 93 and of course in the double year of 98. Here's Laurent, who came as close as anyone to scoring in that first half, and he headed over the top. A foreign manager destined to take charge of an FA Cup winning side again. It's happened 4 times in the last 5 years. With Ruud Gullit, Wenger himself of course, Gerard Houllier and Gianluca Vialli with Chelsea in 99, I keep saying 99, in 2000, when a certain Ray Wilkins was the coach. Here's Wiltor.
Yeah, they took my teeth out and put seats in it, Peter.
Happy memories for you.
Yeah, wonderful memories, yeah. Great bunch of lads to work with.
Laurent. Out by Desailly, but not too effectively. He has been a dominant figure back there, though, Marcel Desailly for Chelsea. But here's Henry now. Great chance for Thierry Henry! Denied by Cudicini, and that reflex save from the Italian goalkeeper.
Fantastic football, great ball through there from Patrick Vieira. There we see it, the ball going in. the dynamic pace of Henry and Carlo Cudicini, who has been in fantastic form this season, pulling off yet another fabulous save.
Parla. Now Bergkamp. Getting very deep.
I think we've got to get a midfield player on these corner kicks that can put a ball in the box, I've got to say, Peter, because that again was awful quality.
Chelsea defending a high line. They could be made to pay for it. Here's Henry. Just trying to slide it through then for Freddie Youngberg. Got a second bite of it, but out comes Lampard. So tenacious. Gronkja couldn't get a run on Cole. Play on. Cole kept it in, kept it alive. Here's Parla. Aaron's gone streaking down the right, but up comes Desai again. Formidable in the tackle. Hasselback. His strength got him away then from Parla. Here's Eidur Gudjohnsen. Desai's up there. Gudjohnsen going for goal. And what a save by Seaman to flip it over the bar.
Absolutely, that was fabulous play there from Chelsea. Very, very aggressive. Eidur Gudjohnsen gets it on his right foot. A fabulous shot there going into the far side of the goal there. David Seaman, eyes on the ball all the way.
It was dipping.
He made it look very comfortable though, Peter, I've got to say.
Dipping just under the bar from Gudjohnsen. 22 goals from him this season. They're trying to decide which side to take it from.
Let's just make sure it goes in there and give someone a chance of putting the ball in the back of the net.
Hasselback roared on by his avid fans behind that corner flag. Gallas had gone to the near post. That was John Terry. Couldn't make an impression though. Out comes Vieira. Now Wiltor. Bergkamp in space down this left side. They can find him. Here is Bergkamp. Well, his vision very much to the fore as usual. Not quite the pass he was seeking though for Thierry Henry.
I thought it was a great pass, Peter, I've got to say. I thought Henry stopped on it, not thinking that Bergkamp would play it first time. Brilliant play there from Wiltor, breaking down the right-hand side. Good vision, picked out Dennis Bergkamp, but unfortunately to no avail.
Desai. What a leader he's been for Chelsea, but that was a rare mistake by him. An error of judgment from Marcel Desai. Freddie Youngberg. Now Henry. Much more pace to the game in the second half. There's a real bite to it now. Melchior. Gronkja. Hasselback trying to find some room in the middle. Still Jesper Gronkja. And Lampard. That was Lasseau rather over the top there from Graham Lasseau. Suddenly popped up.
Good football there, Jesper Gronkja. But this is excellent from Graham Lasseau. He brings it back onto his right foot. Taking all the Arsenal players going the other side, but unfortunately he is on his weaker side and then sticks it over the top.
John Terry's head out, straight to Bergkamp. Could be problems for Chelsea now. Wiltor. Chelsea hoping they've kept their shape. Thierry Henry. Lovely little ball there for Wiltor. And what a disappointing finish from the Frenchman.
Yeah, it was a disappointing finish. Thierry Henry did ever so well. He took Mario Melchior and John Terry inside. Not one of them picking up the run of Wiltor. And as the ball comes on the outside, Wiltor probably on his wonkier left foot just lashes it past Carlo Cudicini's right-hand post.
Now, can he get away from Cole here? No, good defending by Cole. The England coach would have been impressed by that. Here's Adams. Rolled on to Wiltor. Little change of pace and direction by him. Ray Parla. Still Parla. Got a side of goal! And what a goal from Ray Parla!
What a goal, Peter. Quite right too. Carlo Cudicini never had a chance with that. It's a great break from the middle of the field. Wiltor was exceptional. Took away two players, slips it through to Ray Parla. The problem that the Chelsea defenders had, they backed off Ray too much. Here we see Wiltor pick the ball up. Good movement past Desai. Great run from Ray Parla. Now everyone backs off. Backs off. Go tight to him. Shut him down. They don't shut him down. And he's got quality, Ray Parla. It's a fantastic strike. What a goal to set this cup final alive. Poor old Carlo Cudicini. Nothing to do with it. Right in the top corner. Great goal.
Well, a man who has given so much outstanding service down the years to Arsenal, over a decade now with the Gunners. That's what it means to Arsene Wenger And his team have finally got in front. Now Zenden. To Gallas. Zola made a dart through the middle. Petit, who can't spray it around, but now they're on the back foot again, and it's Cole sprinting clear. Ashley Cole might seal it here for Arsenal. Henry! What a save from Kudachin, and it was Parler on the follow-up. Could have made sure then for Arsenal.
Ashley Cole was absolutely magnificent there, Pudi. He won the ball down, he played a give and go, and he was in on goal. Ball dropped to Henry, another fantastic save from Carlo Cudicini, and that could have been 2-0.
Grocchia. Johnson and Zola in the penalty box. Zenden seemed a little slow to react then.
This is what I'm talking about earlier, Peter. When the right-sided midfield player crosses it, the left-sided player has to be on the back post. And Zenden, as you quite rightly stated, mate, was much too slow.
Vieira relishing the battle in the midfield. Now Ljungberg against Gallas. Here's Jacques Terry. Desai. And Lampard. But Johnson made himself available. Adams felt he won it cleanly, so did Mike Riley. Here's Ljungberg. Still Freddie Ljungberg. Oh! What a finish! And is that the goal now that has sealed the FA Cup on the first part of the double for Arsenal?
My word, what a fantastic goal. We have seen 2 goals of sheer quality this afternoon. Freddie Ljungberg's strength, his pace, his power was fantastic, and then he had the composure to steady himself. Here we see Eidur Johnson losing possession of the ball, and from here on in it's Freddie Ljungberg. Watch him go past these two. John Cherry makes a vain attempt to pick him up, his power takes him there, but this is the thing when you get there, your composure to stick it where you want to stick it. And Ljungberg has been one of the players that has been in sublime form over the last couple of months. Look at him, steadies himself, sees where Carlo positions himself and bends it around him, starting it a yard outside the upright into the far corner. 2 absolutely magnificent goals for the Arsenal.
Lampard, wide to Gallas. Now Grocchia. Vieira stronger in the tackle. And his old chum, Manu Petit. It's all over. And Arsenal have completed part 1 of another memorable double bid. It's safely under wraps for them. The frustration of 12 months ago cast aside by Arsene Wenger's team as they triumph over Chelsea. 2-0. Ray Parler with the first in this all-London final. Freddie Ljungberg with the icing on the cake. 2 magnificent goals. Well, a beaming smile and no wonder from Arsene Wenger. First the cup and now for the league. For Chelsea, it's a case of, well, perhaps not being quite good enough on the day to resist this exceptional Arsenal team. One that's now gone 25 games unbeaten in domestic competition. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0.
Second half strikes from Ray Parler and Freddie Ljungberg were enough for Arsenal to pick up their 8th FA Cup. 4 days later, a single goal from Sylvain Wiltord in Manchester capped an unforgettable week, as Arsenal produced their 2nd domestic double under the guidance of the mercurial Arsene Wenger.